Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Big Hitters video. We have got a Game Week 27 deadline stream for you today. Of course, you probably saw a video yesterday, but the content keeps on coming. Got Jake here today for the deadline stream. Hello, Jake.
Hello. Hello.
And we've got lots to talk about. If you guys are lucky and we've got time, we might do a wild card right in front of your eyes for our Big Hitters mess of a team. Um, So if we're going to have time to do that, I suppose we should get into our own team reveals, starting with, I'm not sure, oh, me. Um, Starting with me. So yeah, this is my team. Um, as you can see, I've got the captain on Diaz. I think I'm going to keep the captain on Diaz. I'm feeling very confident about that. Uh, I'm not feeling so confident about playing Dallas. I don't think there's a clean sheet there. And I'm just pondering between either Fernandez or Digne to play. Who do you think?
Um, that's a tough one,
Or Dallas?
but um, I think I'd personally play Fernandez if you're looking for someone to play, because I know it's not likely, but if he does score, then which he definitely is capable of, he has a very high ownership, and I think a lot of people will still play him against City.
Yeah, I don't know. The way I see it though, the more I think about it, that's just a guaranteed blank for Fernandez. Um, Apart from that, two new players, two debuts for Mason Mount and Matt Target. Hoping for good things from them. And yeah, pretty happy with the rest of my team. Tripled up on Leeds, which is a bit risky against an informed West Ham, but hopefully Leeds will turn up. As they sometimes do. Very inconsistent team, actually. Um, but that's my team. Uh, how about yours, Jake?
Yeah, mine was same as yesterday. I'm probably going to keep the captaincy on Diaz, just because I don't really think I've got a stronger option in my team. I mean, I know he might only play one match, but even so, it'll probably be a clean sheet, so that's um, minimum of 12 points. So
Yeah,
hopefully it'll pan out all right. Yeah, so like I've got their City rotational risk, which yeah, but I think of the three City players I've got, they should all definitely start one game. Um, so it's not the end of the world if they miss one of the games in the double game week. And yeah, I'm going to be keeping Bruno on the bench just because I don't really need him this week. I've got a strong enough team that I can bench him. Yeah.
very good stuff. Yeah, the one difference between me and you is Harry Kane, who I'm a bit jealous of, mainly because of his fixture. Very good fixture that against Palace. Right then, this is a reminder just to join our fantasy league. The code, as you can see, is O1TOQK. The standings are me in third, Jake in second, Johnny Brindle in first at the moment. So well done, Johnny.
Yeah.
Um, Now, um, oh yeah, also we are always looking at the live chat. So any questions or statements, we'll be happy to answer them. Speaking of which, I think we have got a couple. Uh, Ludo, who's off getting confirmed soon, has made a controversial transfer here. He's done Bruno Fernandes to Aubameyang. Thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, it could be a good transfer. Because I mean, I think Aubameyang has a pretty good record. I think he's got 7 goals against Burnley in his last 6 games. But I mean, he's been pretty inconsistent lately, so I wouldn't trust him. But could be a good decision.
Yeah, I think it's always a risky one, ditching Fernandes, but it's also one that has high rewards if it pays off. If Fernandes blanks, which is quite likely, if Aubameyang scores, which is also pretty likely, I'd say, it can, yeah, it's very good. So yeah, not a bad move. Pretty risky, but pretty interesting one. Johnny and Finbar both touched upon captains, so I
Yeah.
believe we should maybe just do that now. Get it over with. Uh, Back to the PowerPoint. We have lined up captaincy, our six captaincy choices. Uh, Answering Finbar's question, Bruno Fernandes isn't one of our captaincy choices. Probably wouldn't captain him.
No.
Might be time to ditch him. Uh, which of these stands out? Which of these would you be more?
Um, I wouldn't. I wouldn't captain a Liverpool player, even though they've got a decent fixture. Firstly, because they've really not been in form, and Fulham have been relatively strong defensively. I mean, they only conceded one goal against Spurs, and it was an own goal. Um, so yeah, I'd take Salah out of that list. Um, yeah, I think Spurs against Crystal Palace, definitely good option. And then if you're captaining a City player, I would say don't expect them to play both games because there's going to be a lot of rotation. But I still say they're all likely to get a start, one start. So they're all good options because they've got a decent double game week.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think if you're looking at a City option, I think Gundogan is the more likely to be rotated. I could
Um,
potentially see Diaz and De Bruyne up playing both. Maybe not De Bruyne actually.
no, I think De Bruyne will probably play in the Champions League and might get a rest here.
I guess
I would say Gundogan is more likely than KDB to start both
he's had his
because
rest, hasn't he?
he's had his rest. Yeah,
I think, yeah, out of all of them, I think the most secure is probably Diaz, but
yeah,
um, only Pep will be able to tell us who he's going to choose. Um, so those are captaincy picks. Johnny's going for Gundogan. Uh, Pretty good option, I'd say. As Jake said, he's had
yeah,
his rest. So yeah,
yeah.
uh, Finbar's going with Son.
Not a bad
Another good
option.
shout. Yeah, very good. So those are our captains. Me and Jake both going Diaz, of course. Um, Next up, let's look at what's in store for us in terms of fixtures. Right, so these are the fixtures. Um, as you can see, lots of football once again. Yeah. Um, uh, yeah. Um, oh yeah, that's right. We need to spotlight one, don't we? Uh,
Yes.
we'll each spotlight one. You can
Okay.
go first.
Um, let's have a look. I'm gonna go Brighton Leicester.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think Leicester are going to be pretty nullified without Barnes or Madison, and Brighton have been pretty strong defensively. So I think it's going to be a tough one. Um,
Yeah.
neither team have been in particularly good form. They've only Leicester's two wins in the last five, Brighton one win in the last five. I guess that's slightly better form considering the team for Brighton. But yeah, I think it'll be a tough match for both teams.
Interesting. I'm going to go with West Ham Leeds. I think if we're talking fantasy, a very interesting one. If we're talking Premier League, a very unpredictable one. I'd say it could go either way. West Ham in form, probably in the better form, probably the favourite. But
Yeah,
Leeds, they can beat any team if they really want to. So I'm really looking forward to that match. I think it should be entertaining, and well, partly because I have them, I'm hoping Leeds win. Um,
yeah.
I think that'll be an interesting one. So those are the fixtures, starting with Burnley Arsenal at 12:30. Um, Final thing, I guess, before we go on to our wild card, which should be exciting, is some stats I've got here, which um, I really like. Shout out to FPL updates underscore tips. Brilliant stats, these actually. Man City, of course, up there in the attacking stats. Arsenal and Tottenham uh, doing well up front. Any surprises on there?
I'd say Arsenal
Wow.
doing well. Um, but
Crystal
and
Palace.
Brighton
Wow.
actually, yeah. Well, I'd
Crystal
say
Palace
I'd
very
say
bad at attacking.
yeah. I'd say the expected goal scores, other than City, is quite different to how I was expecting it. It's Liverpool haven't been informed. Arsenal, I mean, they're 10th. And
Wow.
Spurs, I mean, I guess they're all right, but Brighton in second with 1.84.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, funny thing is, second for expected goals, second last for actual goals. That
yeah,
just sums up Brighton, doesn't it? Very unlucky team. Next stats are individual players XA first. Son topping the list. Alexander-Arnold, uh,
yeah. But I
getting
think he's
some end
just too
product back.
expensive. He's too expensive for a defender, especially
And
with
then
Liverpool not keeping clean sheets.
mhm. And Matt Lowton, strange one that. Um,
Yeah, but I'd say I wouldn't play him against Arsenal.
and Ollie Watkins doing more assisting than scoring at the moment. Yep.
Still attacking
And then
returns.
yeah, then the big XG stats here. Gundogan still topping it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Richarlison, two differentials there at the bottom. Dianya and Maja. Interesting that. I did mention Dianya, didn't I, yesterday? But you said no.
yeah, but no, I'm still saying no.
Wow. Um, stats back him up, Right then, and I think, unless there's any other hot topics or anything in the chat, I think. Okay, you should be able to hear us now. Sorry if you couldn't hear us that whole time. Um, we're doing the wild card here. We've gone for Martinez and Leno in goal, Diaz, of course, Harry Kane, Watkins, and Antonio. Did you say?
Yeah, yeah, Antonio. It's got fixture in 29 and good fixture this week.
Okay, right then. We're still open to suggestions in the chat. So let's go midfield then. Are we gonna dip
Um,
Bruno Fernandes?
I think for the next few weeks, I think we should be finding someone else.
Who shall we go for? Son, Gundogan.
Yeah, I'd bring Son in and Gundogan.
Go for a bit. Son. Get Gundogan back. Um, let's go. Should we go back into defence now? Second defender.
Sure.
Dalla. Cresswell.
Yeah, I guess for 29 you could bring him in.
Cresswell.
Um, Yeah, I think so.
Okay, Cresswell, probably going to run out of money soon, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we've got to bring an Aston Villa defender in.
Oh yes, of course. Go
So
from that
we could
target.
we could go target for now. We might have to downgrade to someone
Hmm.
cheaper like Conser.
Yeah.
Who else?
Got 5 spots left. Um,
Yeah.
if you're
How
watching this
much
now and
money have we got?
screaming at your screen saying you've made the wrong decisions, then put some suggestions in the chat. 33.2 mil left in the bank. Um, second City defender, John Stones.
I don't think so. I think there's too much rotation at the moment. I think if two City players is probably enough actually at the moment. You could bring
Fair enough.
Reguilon is a good option maybe.
Reguilon. Let's find him. Wow, very low down unless I've gone past him. No, I haven't gone past him. He's very low down. Let's view by Reguilon. Quite expensive for what he offers. Got benched against Fulham.
Mm,
Um, 10 minutes to the deadline, of course. The clock ticking away. Um, midfielder. Go for a cheap one, maybe. Mount.
y-
Uh,
yeah, I think
Lingard.
we could also. I think Mount, Lingard, and maybe Tielemans.
Tielemans. Interesting with a out of form Leicester team.
Yeah, but
Let's.
I don't know. He could be a good option.
Should we go for Jay Lings first?
Yeah,
The
I think
29
so.
fixture. Where is he? Midfielders. Let's go with Jay Lings. Get Jay Lings there. 3 players left. 21 mil in the bank. Whew, rolling in it. Good
Yep.
stuff.
We
Second
could
midfielder.
bring. What about Ricardo Pereira in or
Ooh,
Castagna
good shout.
as the last defender?
Let's go Pereira. I think he's got more attacking potential.
Yeah.
Can't find him. Ooh, should we get Rudiger? Or
Oh
hmm,
yes, I think
but who
Rudiger.
for? Instead of
I
yeah,
think.
okay. I think
It's,
I wouldn't trust Leicester's defence at the moment.
yeah. Or we could bring in a Leicester defender instead of Reguilon, who doesn't always start.
But then we're left with 2 defenders for 29. I think.
True.
Let's
Fine.
go
Let's
Rudiger.
let's go Rudiger. You can always change it around.
Yeah. 2 midfielders left, 17 mil. Quite a lot of money actually to spend. We could probably go someone like Salah. I know we don't want to, but
Who else would we bring in
mm,
though?
De Bruyne as a third City. Yeah,
Go
maybe.
on then. Yeah, I'd say so.
And then we're left with 5.3. Perfect. If we can afford Rafinha, that's a perfect wildcard. Where is he? Oh no!
How much is he?
We're 0.1 million out, which
Wow.
is horrible.
Wow.
Um,
We could do target concert.
or mm, let's do it. Target. Who? 0.3 mil to spare. Should we just confirm it and then we can still change it afterwards?
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Make transfers, play wildcard, confirm transfers. Woo! And that's what the team is looking like. It's a lovely team.
Yeah. Who are we benching though this week? Rudiger on the bench against Everton?
I'll actually back Everton to keep a clean sheet personally. I mean, sorry, Chelsea. Um,
Yeah, I guess.
should we take a quick
Who are
break
we
from that? I think we've got
captaining?
a question actually in the chat. Which let's
Who are we
see.
captaining though?
I think from our discussions, we're leaning towards De Bruyne, aren't we? Or Diaz.
I
It's got
think
to be
we should
City.
go. Yeah, I think I'll go with De Bruyne.
Okay. AGB, getting our captains. Save our team. I got a question. Uh, I've also been informed that my mum has triggered her free hit. Um, so this is my dad, but it might be my mum. Lacquer to play, bench or swap against Burnley. I mean, he is
I'd
a
say,
rotation risk.
yeah. I'll probably play him against
I
Burnley.
would play him as well.
It depends who
Yeah,
you have on the bench.
yeah. I think my mum actually might need some help with her free hit because I'm not actually sure. Oh, she's giving me a picture of it. Cool. Right, let me scan that. As free hits goes, it's not very well. It's not very good, but like, I swear she hasn't actually made any transfers. Anyway, we'll see. Deadline, of course, is literally 5 minutes away. Um, right then, should we go back to our team and just finish it off? Right, so who are we benching?
Who've we got on the bench there? I think we need to play Cresswell.
Mm,
Um, it's a tough one.
perhaps Rudiger.
I
Everton,
think
not
so.
bad. It's a good bench though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Martinez or Leno?
Um, I think if we play Leno, then we're going to have to play Conser.
Mm, okay, let's stick with
So I
Martinez then.
stick with Martinez.
Right. Okay. So that's the big hitters team, looking in a bit better shape. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for game week 29.
Not bad.
Uh, yeah, pretty good. Probably, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Three West Ham, three Spurs,
Three
Two
Villa,
Aston Villa, three Villa.
three. Yeah,
Yeah.
Watkins, Konza, Matip.
And then Rafinha.
Yeah,
Strong
could
team.
go. Missing out on Bamford, aren't we? But it's fine.
I think I'm happy to leave Bamford out.
Yeah. So you know what we've done this morning is now if this team fails, we can actually blame Jake because he's
Yeah,
actually been
but it's
involved
not
this
going
time.
to.
We'll see. That's our team. We're going to lock that in. Won't change it. Hopefully, we'll climb up from 14th in the Big Hitters League, rock bottom. Um, that's pretty much all we wanted to say in the stream, I think. Anything else you want to add?
Not particularly, no.
Yeah, shout out to my mum who is probably struggling on the free hit. Um, but hang on a sec. No point. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we should maybe just end it there. 5 minutes of the deadline. Uh, almost time to lock in our teams. Any last minute decisions you're making? Still thinking
I
about?
think I'm gonna keep it as it is. I don't want to mess with my mind. 5 minutes, 4 minutes now for the deadline.
Probably wise. As for me, I'm still obviously pondering everything. Think about why am I, yeah, just pondering about life in general. Um, just quickly, Dallas, Bruno, or Senior.
Um, it's a hard one. But if you don't want to play Bruno, if you think it's a guaranteed blank, then I'd say Dallas.
Okay, happy with that. Um, so yeah, of course, fixtures coming up starting today at 12:30. Deadline in 4 minutes. Unless you want to waffle on about anything else. We've got a
I'm
question
thinking.
actually, which I think we should answer. Sanchez goalkeeper or Mendy goalkeeper? Sanchez playing Newcastle?
Leicester.
No, Leicester.
Leicester.
Go Mendy.
Yeah.
Chelsea's defense looking very, very good at the moment. So I'd say Mendy. Um, we'll leave the live chat open just in case we get any questions. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. In terms of the upcoming schedule, we have got a preview podcast probably on Thursday. Another live stream. I think the deadline's on Friday next week, which does mean Ludo can join us. Remember to join the league. The code is 01TOQK. I've memorized it. Wow, that's impressive. That's what happens when you say it so many times. Join the league. Me and Jake have locked in our teams. We've locked in the big hitters team. Hopefully, we'll do a bit better than we did last week. Wildcard, of course. And I guess it's time to say goodbye. Bye bye.